What is up, friends? Welcome back for another movie reaction today with True Grit, the newer one that is, because I am aware that it is a remake of an earlier film, which I also haven't seen, but I wanted to see this one specifically because I will be checking out Hawkeye next month, and since Hailee Steinfeld is in that, and I'm just a fan of her as an actress overall, wanted to see her, as far as I know, her first big role at least, if not just her first role in general in acting, and see how she does. But also just because I've wanted to see this movie for a while, just because the cast looks phenomenal, and lately I've been craving some more westerns because we've gotten a few good ones for the channel so far. But as I was getting ready to check this out for the channel, I also saw that it is directed by Joel and Ethan Coen, some of my favorite directors, and the director of photography is none other than Roger Deakins. And if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that No Country for Old Men is one of my favorite films, and to have so many people with that film brought back for this one here, obviously Josh Brolin being in the cast once again, just has my excitement peaked. I was not expecting to be as amped coming into this as I am now after learning that, and I don't know if it's going to be similar at all in any aspects, but I know that group of people can certainly put out some absolute banger films, and so hopefully you enjoy watching along with me for this one. If you do, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up, really helps the videos out a lot. And of course, you can check out the full-length reaction on Patreon, link for that in the description below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into True Grit. Very interesting line there to start off. I have no idea what the plot of this is, but just based off it being a Western, I assume it's going to be kind of a classic good versus evil.
People did not give it credence that a young girl could leave home to avenge her father's blood. I was just 14 years of age when a coward by the name of Tom Chaney shot my father down.
Is this Hailee Steinfeld's character narrating right now? Obviously, it isn't her, but...
Chaney had lost all his money. He got it into his head he was being cheated and went back to the boarding house for his Henry rifle. When Papa tried to intervene, Chaney shot him.
Jeez, man, what an excellent opening shot, though. Roger Deakins from the very start killing it.
No doubt Chaney fancied himself scot-free, but he was wrong. You must pay for everything in this world one way and another. There is nothing free except the grace of God.
What an awesome intro here, man. Great cinematography. I love what they were doing with the sound design there as well, bringing in some sound effects with the narration.
Why is it so much?
Quality of the casket. The particulars are in your bill. If you'd like to kiss him, it would be all right.
Thank you, the spirit has flown. Your wire said $50.
Man, she's just all business, just cares about the finances.
Tell Mama not to sign anything until I return home and see that Papa is buried in his mason's apron. Your terms are agreeable if I may pass the night here.
Among these people, I'm expecting 3 more souls.
Are those people that are going to die? But also, I assume the reason she's staying here is to find the guy who killed her father.
In a trifling quarrel over a pocket knife. If I had received good instruction as a child.
Can you point out the sheriff?
Him with the mustaches.
Been children today.
Great costume design already in hair and makeup. Feel like I'm right back there with him.
Would like to say, although...
Oh my gosh, man. First of all, I can't believe they disrespected that last guy like that. Wild. That was a tradition in the old days, just watching people be hung.
Could I hire a marshal to pursue Tom Chaney? I am here to settle my father's affairs.
All alone?
Well, I'm the person for it. Mama was never any good at sums, and she could hardly spell cat.
I love the writing, man. The Coens are so good at what they do. It's unfortunate they're not going to work together anymore.
William Waters is the best tracker. Meanest is Rooster Cogburn. He is a pitiless man, double tough, and fear don't enter into his thinking. The best is probably L.T. Quinn.
There you go. 3 names and 3 other characters on the cover. I assume each of them is who I'm aware of that's in the film.
I have business with you.
How did you stalk me here?
The sheriff told me to look in the saloon. In the saloon, they referred me here. We must talk.
The Jake's is occupied.
Dude, the editing of this is so great. I love how abrupt the scenes change. Sounded like that was Jeff Bridges.
I'm Mattie Ross, daughter of Frank Ross.
Oh, tragic, eh? May I say your father impressed me with his manly qualities.
I need to learn this actor's name because I always recognize him and stuff, but I usually can just refer to him as his other characters.
I want $300 for Papa's saddle horse that was stolen from your stable.
You will find I'm not liable for such claims.
If you were a bank ever robbed, you could not simply tell the depositors to go hang.
Man, she's killing it, both as an actress and as a character. No BS gets past her.
And I will take it to law.
You have no case.
Lawyer J. Noble Daggett of Dardanelle, Arkansas, may think otherwise, is might a jury, petitioned by a widow and 3 small children.
Man, she came prepared. No way you can refuse her.
$200 for Judy, plus $100 for the ponies, and $25 for the gray horse that Tom Chaney left. Right, that is $325
The
total.
ponies have no part in it. I will not buy them.
You better agree now, man, because she's raising the price as we go along.
$225 and keep the gray horse.
Lawyer Daggett will prove ownership of the gray horse. He will come after you with a writ of replevin.
A what?
Writ of
All right,
replevin.
now.
Dude, this dialogue is phenomenal. I love how long this scene is, just showing her willpower and fortitude.
Consider anything under $325, but I will settle for $320 if I am given the $20 in advance. Now here's what I have to say about that saddle.
Amazing cut. What a great scene. I love in Coen Brothers films when they do that. Just sit in a scene much longer than you would expect with quick, snappy dialogue. Really helps you get to know the characters.
I had to spend last night at the Undertaker's in the company of 3 corpses.
Well, God bless you. Now, you'll be rooming with Grandma Turner.
A nicer place than a morgue, that's for sure, or whatever place she was staying at before. But it just clicked for me. Another amazing part of that last scene was how, as she was gaining control over the conversation, she stood up and was kind of towering over the other guy.
What did you see when you arrived? An old woman was out in the yard, dead with blowflies on her face. The old man was inside with his breast blown open by a scatter gun.
Is that him right there, Jeff Bridges in all his glory? Such a great actor. I feel like he can be such a chameleon, can play any role.
Well, me and Marshall Potter went out to the smokehouse. Jar with the money in it was gone.
What did you find, if anything, in the corner of that smokehouse?
Flat gray rock with a hollowed out space under it, nothing there.
Man, his voice is excellent for this role. I love it. So gritty.
Cece Wharton pulled down on Potter with one barrel, turned to do the same for me, and I shot him. When the old man raised the axe, I shot him. Otis lit out, and I shot him.
Wow, man is capable. Just took out everybody, apparently. What a frame, though. That lighting is elite.
You find the jar with $120 in it?
Leading? Sustained.
What happened then?
Found a jar with $120 in it.
Man, so excellent. I already like his character.
How many men have you shot?
Never shot nobody I didn't have to.
Well, that was not the question.
12, 15.
So many, you cannot keep a precise count.
And just like the scene in the shop earlier with Mattie's character, love that we get to see him kind of under fire to see how he does under pressure here.
Sprang from cover with your revolver in hand.
I did.
Loaded and cocked.
Oh, if it ain't loaded and cocked, it don't shoot.
And like his son.
Nice, man. He's got the crowd on his side. Definitely seems like the right man for her job that she wants, though, if he's not afraid to take action, even if he may be a little volatile.
Away from his campfire, 15, 20 feet. Warden was found immediately by his wash pot, one arm in the fire, his sleeve and hand smoldering.
Oh, shoot, man. This guy's starting to figure some stuff out.
Do not remember moving the body. Cold-blooded bushwhack while poor Mr. Warden was tending to his campfire.
If that's where the body was, I might have moved him.
Wow, man, what a shift. He's completely changed. Not confident in his words anymore.
Mr. Cogburn?
What is it?
They tell me you're a man with true grit.
Ayo, title drop, let's go.
Let me do this. Your makings are too dry. I'm looking for the man who shot and killed my father, Frank Ross, in front of the Monarch boarding house. And I need somebody to go after him.
What's your name, girl?
My name is Mattie Ross.
Man, surprisingly, she knows what she's doing right there, it looks like. Certainly got his attention.
I will pay you a $50 reward.
What you got there in your poke? You're no bigger than a corn nubbin. Piece will do the job for you if you find a high stump to rest it on and a wall to put behind you.
Man, well, I can definitely feel there's a little admiration coming from him.
I don't believe you have $50.
I have a contract with Colonel Stonehill, which he will make payment on tomorrow or the next day.
Don't believe in fairy tales, stories about money, baby sister, but thanks for the cigarette.
Struck out first. It'd be too easy if he agreed right away. Hey, was that Matt Damon right there? He finally shows up, looking like a real cowboy. Dang, man, kind of creepy just to be watching her sleep like that. I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy in this.
I've just come from Yale County.
We have no rodeo clowns in Yale County.
A saucy line will not get you far with me.
Man, she'll go at anybody and everybody. Makes sense now why he's watching her particularly.
Tom Chaney. He dallied in Monroe, Louisiana, and Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Well, why did you not catch him in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, or Monroe, Louisiana?
He is a crafty one.
I thought him slow-witted myself.
Man, I'm loving all the scenes with her talking to other people. Impressive that she remembered all those names on the spot.
Why have you been ineffectually pursuing Janie?
Killed a state senator named Bibbs.
I hold out little hope for you earning your bounty.
Why is that?
My man will beat you to it. I fired a deputy marshal, the toughest one they have.
She's confident he'll do it even though he said no. Always got the upper hand in conversation.
Been eluded the winter long by a half-wit.
You give out very little sugar with your pronouncements. While I sat there watching you, I gave some thought to stealing a kiss, though you are very young and sick and unattractive to boot.
Oh gosh, man, laying into her. Kinda creepy though to say that.
If you wet your comb, we might tame that cowlick.
Mattie, I wish you would leave these matters entirely to me.
Oh man, this is excellent. I'm loving this so far. Coen Brothers writing feels like such a poetic dance.
Ruined my health as it has my finances.
You have not traded poorly.
I'm paying you for a horse I do not possess and have bought back a string of useless ponies.
Absolutely swindled him, man. Well done. At least we're making progress.
I need a pony, and I will pay $10 for one of them.
No, that's a lot price. No. Wait a minute. Are we trading again?
Oh man, got real scared there for a second. It's a pretty great chain of events though to end up back here.
See? Silly?
That is fine. I will wake him. Marshal Cogburn? It is I, Mattie Ross, your employer.
Calling herself your employer, that's great. She really thinks he's on board right now.
$50 to achieve, Cheney. You did not believe me?
I do not remember agreeing to it. I'll need $100. We'll take that $50 in advance.
Now he's the one negotiating. That's a steep price, man. Double the original.
$100, that's the rate.
Can we depart this afternoon?
You are not going. That is no part of it.
If you think I'm silly enough to give you $50 and watch you simply ride off.
Hey man, that's fair. She's smart. It's quite a humble living situation for him though. I would have thought he'd have a better place to stay.
I know you can drink whiskey and snore and spit and wallow in filth and bemoan your station. The rest has been braggadocio. I'm not paying for talk. I can get all the talk I need and more at the Monarch boarding house.
What a look right there, man. Excellent.
Meet me here at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll begin our coon hunt.
She has an impressive vocabulary, and it did the trick in convincing him.
Where's Marshal Cogburn?
Left this, sir.
Your inside is a train ticket for your return home. I will be across the river in the Indian Nation. Pursuit would be futile.
Dang, well, I guess it's good he still agreed, but I don't think she wants him to do it alone. She's in it to kill him herself. Oh, wow, he did come along with him. I'm impressed. Pretty good crew with the three of them. I love the music right now and also love that little smile there. He's definitely got some respect for her.
That is quite a horse. I will give you $10 for him.
From the money you stole from me?
I'm out for your man.
I love that he offers the same price she paid. Her look is great too. It's a good hat.
And futile, Marshal Cogburn. Pursuit would be futile. It's not spelled F-U-D-E-L.
It is time for your spanking. Now you will do what grown-ups say.
What in the world, man? I did not expect him to do that.
Put your sweats away, the beef.
I aim to finish what I started.
It'll be the biggest mistake you ever made, you Texas brush popper.
Dang, alright, man. He's sticking up for her. Dude got a little too power hungry.
That is a piece of foolishness. All the snakes are asleep this time of year.
I have been known to wake up.
Well, let me have a rope, too.
Snake would not bother you. You were too little and bony.
I guess it's an insult, but also a good thing in this case. I love the way this is showing off all their personalities in this scene.
I won't hear anything against the ranger troop.
How long you boys been mounted on sheep down there?
Make another joke about it.
This is like women talking.
Yes, that is.
Oh my gosh, this is such a great scene. Man's a bit of a hothead.
Would you two like to hear the story of the Midnight Caller? One of you is going to have to be the caller. Now I'll tell you what to say. And I will do all the other parts myself.
Man, so impressive how good she was at acting at such a young age. But also a great way of showing how she can handle a situation, calm things down real quick.
Let this go, the beef. There's not sufficient dollars in the state of Texas to make it worth my while to listen to your opinion. Our agreement's nullified.
That suits me.
Oh man, they hate each other so much. That's kind of good for her though, because it means they're not obligated to bring him to Texas.
go see Bagby.
Jeez, bro. What a way to make an entrance. No love for those two.
Has Cheney been here?
Cold Cage was 2 days ago. He bought supplies with this.
Well, this is Papa's gold piece.
Not the world's only California gold piece.
They are rare here.
Hey, man, they must be on the right trail. It's a good find.
Bagby didn't know which way they went. They couldn't be going but one of two ways. I expect north, more to rob. I bought an eating place called the Green Frog.
There you go. Deduced that pretty quick. Right man for the job. I like that not only this has given her her purpose, but I think it's given him his purpose as well.
She took my boy with her. He never cared for me anyway. I guess I did speak awful rough to him. I did not mean anything by it.
Dang, seems like he's had a pretty rough go of things as well. But also, pretty good thing he's with her. Feels like he could get some redemption as a father figure. Jeez, man, what a sight right there. That would be pretty scary.
Why did they hang him so high?
Possibly in the belief it'd make him more dead.
Oh man, I thought she was gonna fall as well, but what a great shot, seeing that body fall all in frame.
I do not know this man.
Yo, that man is armed as well. Bad timing. We gonna have our first shootout.
Why is he taking the hanged man?
Possibly worth something in trade. Well, my second wife, Edna, wanted me to be a lawyer. Never could get a grip on it.
I'm curious if there's some sort of meaning to that scene right there. Knowing it's the Coen brothers, I feel like there probably is. It's a great setting here, though. What the heck is that? Is that some sort of costume or pelt that he's wearing?
My name is Forrester. I practice dentistry in the nation and medicine on those humans that will sit still for it.
What an interesting character right here. It's a good look for this landscape, though. It'd terrify anybody that see him.
Anywhere to take shelter?
Ride the river. You won't fail to see it. I have taken his teeth. I will entertain an offer for the rest of him.
They always cut from scenes before I expect it. That guy had such an interesting delivery. Certainly a lot of trading happening in this movie.
Who is out there?
We're looking for shelter.
No room for you here. Right on.
What was in there?
Right on.
Finally, he enters the picture. Excited to see how his character is involved. Doesn't seem very friendly.
I'm a federal officer. Who's in there?
A Methodist and the son of a...
What a line, man. He just started firing. I can't believe that.
How many of you's in there?
Just the two of us.
Is that Emmy Quincy?
Oh, never mind. Color me surprised. I really thought it was Josh Brolin in there just from the voice. I'm impressed he knew him. Just a random guy all the way out here.
Boys looking for company?
I like a big breakfast.
Sofsky always cooks up bigger than you think.
Store of whiskey here as well.
Wait, is that Domhnall Gleeson right there? Very unexpected face. And such a small role.
There's a new boy. Might be running with Ned. Powder mark on his face. Black place. Calls himself Cheney.
That don't bring anybody to mind.
What do you know, Moo?
Oh man, I'm a little on edge. I feel like anything could happen or somebody else could show up. Some great lighting in here.
You give me some good information on Ned. I'll take you down to Bagby's store tomorrow and get that ball taken out of your leg.
We don't know those boys you're looking for.
Oh, that's a pretty good offer, man. I would take that. He looks in pretty bad shape right now.
If you blow, I will kill you.
I'm played out. We met Ned and Hayes 2 days ago.
Whoa, man, it all happened so fast. We hadn't gotten like any action the whole movie until that moment.
Help me.
I'll see you're buried right. You tell me about Ned. Where'd you see him?
Bagby's store. They are going here tonight to get remounts.
Oh man, perfect place to be if you want to find him. Sucks that that guy died since he was willing to help out.
There's one time we was being pursued by 7 men. Rode right at them boys, firing them 2 Navy 6s that carry my saddle. I guess these old married men who love their families as they scattered and run for home.
Man, what an awesome story. Absolute boss move, just going back at him.
Why were they pursuing you?
I robbed a high-interest bank. Can't rob a thief, can you? Never robbed a citizen.
It is all stealing.
That's a position they took in New Mexico.
Very interesting, learning more about his character. And as expected, her position is very black and white. It's either one thing or the other. No gray area. Which makes me curious if the various colors of the ponies and the horses she was dealing with before is significant.
It is LaBeef.
But we have to warn him, Marshal.
Oh my gosh, dude, what are the chances they save him here? He better be on their side.
What do we do, Marshal?
We set. What does he do?
Oh man, I love how we've arrived at this point. What a tense scene. Shots could start flying any moment.
Him and the woolly chaps is lucky Ned.
Oh, here we go, man. It's all guns blazing. That'd be so painful just to get dragged around like that. Man, he actually got one of them. Impressive shot, but one got away. I have a feeling that's going to come back into play.
Oh, that didn't pan out.
I love the Coen brothers' insertion of humor in tense situations.
The bullet passed through. What happened to your mouth?
I believe I bit myself.
A couple of teeth loose. Tongue bit almost through. Shall I just yank it free?
Gosh, man, he's being so casual about it. That'd be so painful.
Shot the senator's dog. Could argue the shooting of the dog was merely an instance of malum prohibitum, but the shooting of a senator is indubitably an instance of malum in se.
Fellow man, what?
That's what I was just about to say, man. A lot of big words.
It is Latin.
The beef has been shot, trampled, and nearly severed his tongue. Not only does he not cease to talk, but he spills the banks of English.
Oh, so great. Their dynamic is good. I'm glad he's back in the mix and seems to be more of a friend this time.
I fired mounted and fired wide.
You could not hit a man at 300 yards if your gun was resting on his shoulder. Close it already. It is not language.
Man, love the snowy landscape we got now. It was a very interesting shot, though, only seeing half of him and half of him being covered in darkness, for that matter.
You're the one who shot me. You missed your shot, Cogburn.
Missed my shot! I can hit him that side at 90 yards.
Oh, dang, not quite as good as he says. Unfounded confidence.
Sound him in front of them cheap shells on me again.
I thought you were going to say the sun was in your eyes. That is to say, your eye.
Oh, now they're gonna be full-on fighting again. I don't think being drunk is helping his aim at all. Yo, okay then, that was pretty dang impressive. I love that they did that in one frame, or one shot, I mean.
I will chuck one high or far.
There,
my bullet.
Oh man, we'll never know. Gotta be careful shooting out here. Anybody could hear you. Man, all the Coen brothers films have such good editing, but this one in particular is impressing me. Now that he shot a couple more times after that bottle, though, I trust his aim more.
He does not track, he does not contribute. He walks in front of bullets.
It is unfair to indict a man when his jaw is swollen and tongue mangled and who is therefore unable to rise to his own defense.
She's got some fair points right there. Cogburn is certainly angry right now about something. I don't think it's just him.
it is you who have nothing to offer, Cogburn. This is no longer a manhunt. It is a debauch. The Texas Ranger presses on.
Take the girl. I bow out.
No way, just like that. What in the world?
We cannot fall out in this fashion, with Tom Chaney nearly in hand.
Long gone. Lucky Ned and his cohort gone. Your $50 gone. Trail is cold if there ever was one.
Dude's really giving up, man. I love all these characters, though, especially in scenes where they're all kind of talking with each other like this.
Go where you like. Our engagement is terminated. I bow out.
Such great acting from all of them, specifically Jeff Bridges right there.
You've earned your spurs, being a regular old hand on the trail. Cogburn's right. The trail is cold, and I am considerably diminished.
Man, I'd hate to see him break apart and not find him, but at least he's given her some well-deserved respect.
I misjudged you. I picked the wrong man.
I would go on in your company if there were a clear way to go. Don't leave you striking out blindly.
Man, well, I mean, knowing the Coen brothers, the film really could end without them finding him, but more so finding themselves. Have a bit of a deeper message.
I misjudged you as well. I extend my hand.
Mr. the Beef, please.
Adios.
Hey man, well if it's ending the partnership, at least it's on good terms. Certainly something's gotta convince them to get back together though. And we still haven't seen Josh Brolin. Maybe he's Cheney. Man surrounded herself as well. Interested though how that prevents snakes from getting to you. I guess it just stops them from slithering around. Bro, imagine if they just happened upon him in the middle of nowhere. Oh shoot, he's got the mark that they were talking about. That's freaking Cheney. Right when they stopped looking, of course, is when they'd see him.
Your name is Mattie. Well, you're little Mattie the bookkeeper. Isn't that something?
I know you, Tom Cheney.
Oh, what are you doing in these mountains here?
Wow, he's letting his guard down, has no idea why she's really here. Is she just gonna straight up shoot him?
I have come to take you back to Fort Smith.
Well, I will not go. How do you like that?
But there's a posse of officers up there who will force you to go.
Always talking about people she doesn't really have. Lying her way through conversation.
I'll have to shoot you.
Well, you had better cock your piece. All the way back. No lock.
I know how to do it.
Man's not taking this seriously at all. Wow, she really just fired at him. I can't believe it. Wasn't lethal yet, though. Knocked her back.
I have one of the gold pieces you stole from him. Now give me the other.
Oh, good time for him to wake up and get here. But I can't believe it only had one bullet in there.
Cogburn! You hear me? You answer me, Rooster! I will kill this girl! Girl, nothing to me. She's a runaway from Arkansas.
Man, I can't believe he's talking like that. Risky business. Calling his bluff, though.
If I see you riding over that bald ridge, I will spare the girl. Your 5 minutes is running. Quiet.
What the heck, man? For a second, I thought that was somebody on Cogburn's side just showing up randomly. I don't think he's giving up the chase. Pretty bold just to shoot that right next to your ear, man. Lose your hearing real quick.
Friend Rooster does not collect many prisoners.
Not my friend. He's abandoned me to a congress of louts.
You do not varnish your opinion.
Let us cut up the winnings.
I don't know if I'd count him out just yet. I think he's just giving the impression he's sneaking away, but he'll end up back here.
Tom, you wait here with the girl.
I do not like that. Let me ride with you, Ned.
I am not staying here by myself with Tom Cheney. He's killed my father, and now you will let him kill me.
Hey, she already got him once. I feel like she could be the one to kill him in the end.
Any harm comes to that child, you do not get paid.
Let me ride up with you. Girl.
Man's just always making animal noises. I can't believe after everything we've been through, it's these two stuck together.
If you let me go, I will swear to an affidavit, and once you are brought to justice, it may go easier on you.
I need no affidavit.
Oh my gosh, dude, he's not gonna try and kill her right here, right now.
I do not regret shooting him. I thought Tom Cheney was small. They're all against me, everything.
Yo, unexpected. What a perfect time to show up.
Cogburn outlined a plan. Mind your footing, there's a pit there. His part, I fear, is rash. He returns for Lucky Ned.
Hey man, it's looking similar to the setup he was talking about in the story. Gonna run maybe head on into the attackers.
How many men is with the girl?
Just Cheney. She was in excellent health when last I saw her. What is your intention, Rooster?
I mean to kill you in 1 minute, Ned.
And I believe he could actually do it. If he did 1 verse 7, 1 verse 4 is a walk in the park.
I call that bold talk for a one-eyed fat man.
Oh my gosh, this dude and his noises. Yo, and he's got the 2 guns just like he described. Please tell me he takes them out.
Shoot them, Mr.
for?
Dude, he's doing all right so far. Still up. Shoot, man, that was him that fell. Some of those hits were brutal. The guy that got shot and then hit his head on the rock.
Seems neither of us is to see Judge Parker.
Did he hit him or what? He's not falling off. If he missed, that would be costly.
Woohoo! Some bully shot! That was 400 yards at least.
Oh, let's go. What a legend. I can't believe he hit it. Now's her chance, but don't tell me that hit killed him. That would be disappointing.
Stand up, Tom Chaney!
Bro, what? There's so much happening. Literally everybody's gonna be dead at the end of this. But she killed him, man. Got her end goal.
Mr. LaBeef! Are you alive?
Oh, what an awful predicament. It just doesn't end. I feel like this is the physical representation of the pit she was in after seeking revenge for her father before killing him. Him as in Chaney. Bro, that is mad creepy. This body has been down here for ages. Don't tell me that's gonna be her fate. Oh my gosh, that's so frightening. The last thing you'd want to see down here after trying to avoid snakes for so long.
Mr. LaBeef!
Are you there?
I'm here!
Can you clamber out?
I cannot. There are snakes.
Oh, thank goodness somebody showed up. I'm so glad he's still alive. I was worried he was gonna die. The sound is awesome right there for one, but please tell me she's not gonna die.
Look away now.
Oh man, what a noble act right there, sucking the venom out, putting himself at risk. I hope that's enough.
I have her! Up with her!
And he's still alive. What a great reveal.
I mean, you're dead for that shot, pard.
Never doubt the Texas Ranger.
Ever stalwart.
Nice, well-deserved hyping up. Love that each character has kind of gotten their full circle moment. Oh my gosh, man, absolutely gorgeous. Deacon's the master at it again. But obviously those payoffs there are only as good as the setup, which was excellent throughout. Dang, that's so sad. Horse gave everything it had, and obviously had special significance for her. Bro, there's no way he dies as well, right? He is not looking too good. Amazing that he's carrying her all this way, though.
I'm grown old.
Oh man, safety at last. Gave everything they had to get her here.
A quarter century is a long time.
Oh, is this her all grown up? She survived? What a relief. It was very close to being her dying there for a second.
I was not awake when I lost the arm. The marshal had stayed with me, I was told, till I was out of danger. But he departed before I came round.
Dang, didn't even get to thank him in person. What a great act, though.
I did not hear back from Marshal Cogburn. Then, one day, I received a note from the marshal with a flyer enclosed. He said he was traveling with the Wild West show.
Man, this is going to be a great reunion if he is here. I would certainly go see him perform.
You have missed Rooster. He passed away 3 days ago when the show was in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Buried him there in the Confederate cemetery.
Oh man, that sucks. Didn't get to see him. And for it to be that close is heartbreaking.
What was the nature of your acquaintance?
I knew the marshal long ago. Thank you, Mr. Younger. Keep your seat, trash. I had the body removed to our plot.
Nice, gave him a proper burial at least. Even when she got older, still said it like it was.
I heard nothing more of the Texas officer LaBeef. I would be pleased to hear from him. I judge he would be in his 70s now. I expect some of the starch has gone out of that cowlick.
Great lines, but amazing frame. Great looking little cemetery right there.
Time just gets away from us.
Man, and it ends like that. Shoot, on kind of a somber note, but that was a great film, as expected with a Coen Brothers production. Oh wow, and Steven Spielberg executive produced. A lot of recognizable names. I can't wait to look up more about this and rewatch it in the future, because I feel like there's probably a lot more meaning and deeper aspects to it that I just can't pick up on a first watch. But one of the things I was excited for the most, maybe the thing I was excited for the most, was the acting, and it certainly delivered. Everybody gave phenomenal performances, especially Hailee Steinfeld. She was fantastic in her role, and especially at the age she was at when they made this, which was probably similar to the age of the character. Pretty freaking impressive. It's no wonder she's gone on to have a pretty solid career up to this point. But that was definitely the strongest point of the film, I think, was how good the characters were and the setups and payoffs for all of them. Aside from that, the action moments were excellent as well. There were some great shootouts and some high intensity moments that definitely kept me entertained and stressed out. And I'm also curious to see the original at some point and kind of compare them, see how they differ. I would assume they're somewhat similar stories, but I thought the camera work was fantastic. Obviously goes without saying for Roger Deakins, but considering a lot of the sets, or not even sets since they were shooting mostly outside, but a lot of the areas, well, there was a lot of dead scenery, dead trees, and just dead grass, wide open fields. He found a way to make all the shots seem interesting and aesthetically pleasing. You never felt like it was kind of dreary or unpleasant settings that they were in, which obviously helped keep my attention in what was going on. But the costume design and hair and makeup was excellent as well. Definitely made you feel like it was taking place back in that time period. And the music is good right now, and it was good throughout the film. Never really used too much, I feel like, but when it came in, it was definitely effective. And I don't know if I mentioned it in the moment, but I liked that note at the end. I was talking about how she wanted to give him the other $50 that he was owed, but he never took it back. So it started off being more about money for him, but after he got to know her a little bit more in the circumstances, things changed. He was in it more with his heart than with his wallet. This movie definitely makes me interested in checking out more westerns, older and newer, because it is a very cool genre, and I feel like there's a lot of great movies out there. But I like that so far, while there has been a lot of good versus evil type stuff, which there is in pretty much any genre, but I like how each western I've watched, especially for the channel, has felt very different and unique. And I also need to check out the most recent Coen film, even though it's just one of the brothers this time, but they always deliver in whatever project they've done. Well, True Grit was a true hit with me, and for a movie that was probably 90 to 95% dialogue, I was consistently glued to the screen throughout in a way that only the Coen brothers could hold my attention. And with regards to the last line of "time just seems to get away from us" or something like that, I wonder if the overarching theme of this is kind of similar in a way towards some of the themes of No Country for Old Men, which obviously has a similar style and setting and whatnot, where it's dealing specifically with these certain characters it introduces us to, but it's more so representing a message of trying to keep up with the times and still trying to maintain your smarts and grasp on reality or some sort of thing like that. Obviously, the sheriff in No Country kind of represents the character or the person that's most affected by time passing them by. Obviously, in this one, the character would be Jeff Bridges, especially with his line there at the end that was something like, "I'm getting old now," or something like that, if I remember correctly. But at the moment, just right after watching it, I don't know how much I could interpret from that. I'd have to probably think about it a little bit more, but I feel like there's a lot there that you can kind of dive deeper into and take a lot more from. But even beyond any sort of metaphorical or symbolic meanings that may be in the film, it's just a great story at the most simplistic version of it as well, seeking revenge for her father's death and finally getting it, but each character kind of becoming the best version of themselves at the end. And so I can see why people really like this one, and I'm definitely glad I finally got to check it out. Really looking forward to your thoughts and comments about it. Let me know what you take away from the film, what you think maybe some of the deeper meanings are. And if you enjoyed watching along though, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up, and of course the full-length reaction is available on Patreon. Link for that in the description below. But look forward to seeing you all for the next movie reaction next time, and until then, peace.